Man, I feel like I'm in the action right here. Randy, what do you have to say about that?
I'm going to tell you what, the only thing hotter than this pizza was the action on the track today at the World Mini Grand Prix. And I'll tell you what, tell us all about that while I enjoy this pizza.
Yeah, we've got a story of the day. Like, what is the top storyline?
Well, there are so many storylines headed into Mesquite, but there can only be one lead story.
What is
and
it?
it's Daniel Blair showing up late.
Late.
So I had
And
to
that's
take
why
his
he is
seat.
here.
And you guys really don't want to see me for an hour. So I'm going to bring Daniel in here, and hopefully he's finished his pizza by now. So.
And we've got a doctor outside waiting to drain your left knee because that thing has a gallon of blood in it.
Perfect. Just what I needed.
Already starting. So Randy being the professional that he is, hey, welcome to VPP, right?
That's
Isn't that what we're
exactly
calling
right.
it?
Yeah, Verb Prospect Podcast. Yeah,
Boom.
exactly
That's what we're
right.
calling this. So I'm Kevin Kelly. That's
Randy Richardson, and VPP does not stand for Very Pepperoni Pizza, which is what I'm enjoying. Compliments of Brett Q. Thank you for hooking us up, dude. There's a reason why you're...
Daniel, are you going to come over here?
Yeah.
This guy...
No, really, take your
Oh,
time.
sure.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's just a live show. Do it. We'll do
We'll
it
do it live. We'll do it live.
Get Brett Q back in because
Brett Q.
I forgot to click the let them hear you button. So let's get him back in.
You know what? Come back in.
We're
We're starting from scratch.
Are we starting straight up?
Do I have to eat a whole nother piece
you
of
know
pizza?
what? We're only of course. All right, we're gonna just start from
right.
scratch. Sorry everybody for that little boo boo. We're gonna start over. Screw this thing.
Yeah.
Wow. At least the pizza. That's why I brought 2 pieces of pizza.
All right, now it works.
Okay. All right. Welcome back to attempt number 2. You know, if it worked properly, we wouldn't know what to do with ourselves. Last night's show went off so good. And now, Brett Q, you jumped in, and we got a lot of stories on the day. What is the top story?
Hey, there are so many storylines headed into Mesquite, but there can only be one lead story. And it's Daniel Blair showing up later than he should have.
Way
And
late.
that's why I'm here, and you don't want me here. You want Daniel here. So, did you finish your pizza, buddy?
I do actually want to know what you think
ready.
the lead story was, though, Brett.
What do you think the lead story was?
Oh, man. I think that, honestly, did Preston Kilroy lose a moto this whole week
No,
so
he
far?
has not. No.
So he's got 3 more-ish tomorrow.
Yes,
Not
he's
ish,
got a-
yeah, 3.
He's got a qualifier in 2 races.
Yeah, so that's
for
what I
sure.
was kind of
Yep.
saying. So,
He'll be 9 for 9 probably at the end of the day.
yeah, so he's flying, and he doesn't even look like he's going fast. I mean, he's so smooth, and he rolls on the throttle. He's just so consistent through
Yeah,
the,
he's.
through the
I
corners.
don't know how
so.
he's not done better than he's professionally like in some of his races. He looks fantastic.
Yeah,
Second
for
year
sure.
here, Brett. Get the hell out of here.
All right, see you guys.
All right. Hey, Brett.
Thank you, Brett. I
Thank
tell you
you,
what.
Brett.
Now, Daniel will tell us about the racing action today, and the only thing hotter than the racing action was this pizza that Brett Q brought to us. We appreciate you bringing that, Brett. There's a reason why you brought pizza. You're still on time, yet Daniel brought nothing. Except
Nothing.
He's late. So
Why are you late? Straight up. Seriously.
We were gonna get some pizza and they never answered their phone. I didn't know that was gonna be
We
here.
had 5
Really?
pieces.
I didn't
Just
know.
got-
So we were gonna get some from this Mike's bar or something place.
hey,
And they
Mike's
wouldn't
Bar-
answer their phone. So then we
Mike's
went to
is this place.
then we went to
Mad
McDonald's
Mike's.
and literally ordered nothing special, but had to sit in this special parking lot for like 15 minutes and wait for a crispy chicken sandwich. And then I
awesome.
get here and there's pizza, and now it's all over my shorts.
it's okay.
So you
Well,
ate-
welcome to the VPP.
The conversation about pizza was on a completely different group text, so you're okay.
All right. To be fair, I walked in and I see boxes of it, and I was literally.
did Daniel, you ate pizza and the sandwich?
No, I never got it from Big Mike's pizza place. It didn't have it, and I ended up having to have crap McDonald's.
Who the hell's Big
Didn't know
Mike?
you guys had
So wait, now
some
you, had,
bar.
now you had McDonald's and pizza.
Yeah, and I just had some pizza.
Good job, Daniel. That's the Club MX.
I'm on vacation, guys. I'm on vacation.
Yeah,
out
from
here.
everything. From being on time. That's for damn
I,
sure.
I- you know what I said in the group text? I'd be here at 7:14, and I was.
Wow.
All right.
I was. So yeah.
Look at that oasis. There's a golf course. If you look just to the left of these guys, literally a beautiful, lush golf course is butts right up to this
Yeah.
motocross oasis. What a
This
great
is,
day,
This has
man.
got to be early right here. This is Beckham, I think, probably Moto 2.
Smith, yeah. So right about here, he's thinking about, can I get around to golf? And, oh, it's right there. No, you got to go back down to racing, my friend.
Yeah, well, if this kid's as good at golf as he is at dirt bikes, he'll be shooting, what's par, 72?
I mean, it depends on the
he's shooting
course.
72.
It'd be like the temperature today in the low 70s.
It was. Hey, today was actually really nice out there. It was a perfect
Beautiful
day
day.
for dirt biking.
Yeah, they got to control the weather today. I mean, all right, so if you're even watching this, you're wondering why are we doing this? Well, we are at World Mini, and it's day 3 of racing. We've had practice, and we had some qualifying. Now we're into championships, so you're looking at what Gary Bruff and his crew can do to get this place ready for you guys. And behind us, more 6-foot trophies, some of the trophies you won back in 73, 74. You had good years back then.
I was good back then, man, on the P-dub, on the souped-up P-dub.
Yep, that's right.
No, track was good today. What I like about this place is the line choice. There's ins and outs, and there's middles, and you can actually move around, and that's good because, I mean, you want to see the kids race, and in order to race, they have to have some options, and they had them today. It was great.
Is this not the third different version of this racetrack we've seen? We saw the kind of hot, choppy California-style racetrack on day 1. You weren't here. Day 2, we got rain. Day 3, kind of right in the middle, right?
Today was right in the middle. I caught the end of yesterday's. What did you call it today? Hurricane Mesquite.
Yeah.
But no, today was like right there in the middle, and had some good racing again. Saw some kids that I've been kind of seeing on the results sheet that I haven't seen in person yet. Got to see them in it always looks a little bit different, and so that was cool to actually.
A lot of you guys going after Alessio Chavez. A lot of guys interested in this young man from Guatemala. Going to be a problem in the C class.
Yeah,
I just made up where he's from. I think he's from Mexico.
He is definitely got it together, and is going to be good at Loretta Lynn's, I believe.
He's carrying the red plate as we stand going into Loretta's right now. He's the head points guy.
He's running a 1, and the C class is for anyone who's never been there, but they just gave him the 1. He's going in with a 1.
He might be the best C rider I've ever seen in my life.
He's just he's polished. He does everything right because at that level C class usually you're figuring it out. There's a piece or two missing still, and he doesn't have many missing.
And it sounds to me like you're just trying to save some other families some money, right?
Yeah, don't go. If you're racing the C class, you're racing for second.
I'm just looking. My son's racing C class. So I'm just setting up everybody ahead of time in case we come up short.
Okay.
There's this Chavez kid who's freaking good, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Andy looks super sick. Yeah, I love the
He's got good
SMX
style,
style numbers.
yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
He's got it
We'll
together.
see some clips of him here in a little
Wait,
while.
Crane, Lee. All right, Pit Viper's on site. They've obviously given everybody classes. Go back to that shot right there. Look at these doors.
Look at that.
Whoa,
Look at those guys over there.
Oh, come on. Oh! Wow. Crane might be the coolest.
He is. It's so good.
Those are ginormous. Those are glasses for 2. They make those now.
They block you from wind, dust.
people can wear-
The one moto that I didn't have them on today, I had to pull dirt out of my eye for literally 25
Bro,
minutes.
those are
That really
outfielders'
sucked.
glasses. Wes can flip those up for the fly ball.
He can
Good
wear
Lord.
those filming moto or scuba diving. Whatever he wants to do, Pit Viper has him covered.
Holy cow. All right, so let's get into it right now. The case of the day. I don't even know what that is, but I want to
Oh, look, you can tell.
Oh, you know what's
Look at his body. He's ready for it.
Oh.
Yeah, he handled it pretty good though.
That was good.
Let's have another look at it, though. Let's go
Solid.
backwards.
Let's go.
For the case of the day. Bro, that was a good
He
case,
did
though.
a great job right there. Because sometimes you get in it and then you go over.
Yeah.
And
we saw a few of those kids do that on the finish line jump yesterday. It was like a quagmire at the end, full flips.
Absolutely.
Not clearing it.
Absolutely.
He
He
took
came
it
up
well.
almost as short as you did on finding pizza tonight.
Yeah, I
on
did.
your own.
And now-
Luckily, we had you covered,
and now
so
I'm
it's all
super
good.
full and don't feel great, and I still want
And you
this
hate your
Mike's
body.
Bar and whatever pizza.
Really?
Yeah, it had a 4.0 on Yelp review, and then you go in the comments, and every comment was the pizza, the pizza, the pizza. And so I got screwed out of that and had a crispy chicken sandwich, some fries, and some Little Caesars.
Hey, we're not
we
the
go.
jerks here, man. You did it.
I know. It was all right, though.
Is this Mad Mike's? We've been to
Mad
Mad
Mike's,
Mike's.
right?
Yeah, it's Mad Mike's.
Yeah. Hey, we went in there last time after the 500, and they sent us like 9 pitchers of beer. Yeah. And
Really?
then brought Crane like 3 Red Bull vodkas.
Yeah, well, they don't answer their phone when I'm calling to try to order a pizza.
Because they were bringing us pitchers of beer nonstop.
Now, everyone may not get this, but if it's Mad Mike's, was the guy
we
cooking
go.
it? Did he have
Here
a
we
Crown Royal bag over his head? It wasn't Mad Mike Jones pizza, was it?
No,
Then
it
it would
was
make
not.
sense why there was nobody home. Nobody home.
Well, hey, he after he drank all that beer with us, he offered to sponsor the 500. So it might be the Mad Mike's 500,
Dang,
500 West next year.
Well, 4.0 Yelp review for Mad Mike's.
There we go.
All right, let's get to some highlights. Let's jump into some racing here. Moto 1 65. It's like 3 to 14, the class they got now. It's a very wide age range here. These NMA
Yeah.
classes, they used to be NMA. Not anymore, though.
Beckham Smith, like little Hinton, Yamina.
I don't know if Beckham's lost the race either, right? He's been
I
fabulous.
don't think
Strong
he
all
has.
weekend,
He was looking good out there today too. I was telling my buddy Ryan Hughes, who's with me here. Beckham Smith, he's impressive. Anyone that's seeing him for the first time, they're like, "Geez, Louise!" But for me, I've seen him so many times now that I'm like numb to it. I'm like, "Oh, Beckham looks like Beckham." But anyone that watches him for the first time in person, it's kind of mind blowing the way he rides a bike for being that young. It's so mature. He's like a little pro.
It's similar like when I discovered Cole Davies. You know, when I saw him young, I knew that he had so much potential. That guy, he's going to do great in amateurs. He'll do good at Loretta's. He'll do good in futures.
Wow.
And then he will roll up to star, and he'll win races first year.
First year, you called that.
I
Good for
called that
you.
early on. And
Hey, you know, we got to give a
something
shout
I
out.
saw.
272. Jet Rao he is only about 1.5 seconds off of Beckham Smith. He's
He
fantastic.
is very, very good too, and he is an AMA 9, so he'll be in the 7 to 9 class at Loretta Lynn's.
Okay.
And just it's unbelievable how they ride. I think back to me racing 65s, and we would do some of these jumps, like we would do them, but that would be considered unbelievable. Like, oh my God, they did it. These kids are scrubbing things and pulling tear-offs in the air. Like, we would have never done that back then.
14th place is doing it. Like,
Yeah.
Jet
Now,
Rao looks
there's
good.
Jet Rao right there. Yeah, he's a really good rider, and he's calm. He's like really smooth and just he floats everything.
It's mysterious too. You look at those limo tent goggles. I'm like, what's going on back there? Where's he going? Is he going straight to Vegas with those limo tent goggles? What's happening back there?
Tomorrow after the motos are
Straight
done.
there.
There's Yamina.
Dude, she's fabulous as well. She's been
Unbelievable.
top 3 or 4 every single moto. There's Eli Tomac.
That looks
He's
like
kinda flirting with-
that's little Tomac on the Geico Honda is what it
Right.
looks like.
We don't know where he's going anyway, so he's just out here testing different bikes. 65.
See that?
He doesn't know if he wants
see,
to ride
See what they're doing?
Yeah, nobody's
scrubbing
doing
and
that.
whipping
We've
and
been
legging
calling it
and
65 Pro.
It
It
is.
It
They're
truly is that, yep.
unbelievable.
Look at the different lines here.
Their brains are like so much more advanced than ours were back in the day. And I don't
Way
know.
more.
Look at that leg
Are
out.
you kidding me? That was Kevin Windham right there.
Yes, Ward, Bradshaw, Wyndham, leg out, landing in the corner, and just so much style, so much finesse. And to your point, everything they're doing technique-wise is just scaled down. They're like
Yeah.
a smaller version
Little
of
pros.
pro-level riders, right?
I mean, Raul's right there. There's your leader, and Raul's just a tick off there. There's Mad Moose Media really blowing our white balance out on these cameras here with those Dayglow outfit, dude. He
It
kills
was
our
Brad. I didn't
cameras.
even know you could make
Yeah.
an outfit like that.
Yeah, he has to charge it up every night. A lot of horsepower.
Takes a bunch of batteries in his suit.
Yeah. So there's Jet Raul again. Big kid, too, man. I think he's going to do well when he gets on the 500 next year.
Hey, Daniel, isn't it crazy how similar Jet Rao looks to Jaden Smart? Have you noticed that?
Yeah, he's down right there. But yes, just advanced, again, very advanced. Jaden Smart was always super advanced too for his age. He would do things and you're like, where did you learn that? And are you watching film or does it just come natural or what? But just it feels like 5 years early on everything, skill-wise.
How to flow like a pro, man. He watched it. I'm sure his dad threw that in there. There's Yumina, and she might be the best up-and-coming female racer, period.
Yeah.
There's Eli again trying to sort that bike out here.
Hey, and that little dude weeded up on the first day here. There's
He
the video
did,
on
yep.
Instagram that was gnarly. He got popped right up too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're made out of cartilage. We talked about this last night. There's not bone yet, dude.
Not
It
yet.
takes years for that stuff to happen.
We were talking to Gunnar Townsend about it. He goes, don't you miss the days when you could bounce?
Dude, you don't. You just stop, right?
Yeah, just splattered out and hurt.
Man, that pizza looks good. The boys are digging in. I'm so hungry. Can't wait to get into that stuff.
I feel terrible right now.
There's
Stomach ache.
Yumina, the 141. She's got a nice little setup, just a compact little deal there, a little truck and a trailer. Little sprinter there.
And for her to run third in a class that there's 30,
There's
30 in
stacked.
that
That one
class,
was-
right?
that
So
one was
30 of
stacked.
them in this 65cc 8 to 10 class and
Yeah.
running a podium finish against all these other heavy hitters. That's so impressive.
Yeah, and the track's tough. This track is very difficult. I mean, I feel like it's super safe though. That's one thing I like about the track is I feel like it's very safe, but at the same time you're challenged every 5 seconds. And she wasn't fazed by it. None of these kids were. They were really impressive today, especially as we get into the middle part of the day and it got later. It was really choppy and rough, and they don't even care. They just float around it like it's no big deal. Oh, look at Beckham. Where's he at now?
What's the rank?
He's 5th this year in the national rankings.
Top 5.
That VurbMoto Prospect app is, again, so
the
helpful,
ones.
right? Look at all of his accomplishments for 3MA, AMA state championships, and so on. Just gives everything that they've accomplished in previous years and then year to date.
21 major event titles.
Mind
Good
blowing.
Lord.
Jeez.
Unreal.
Yeah, this stuff, the metrics as you scroll on down there, the 435 total races. Again, I ask, how much money have they sunk into 435 races?
It's a lot of entry fees, man, if you add it up.
I mean, what is that, 52 races a year?
That's crazy, for sure.
And the miles driven. Hey, you know what? That's why he's good, though. Gates drop, and he's on them, and that's how you learn. So good plan for the Smith family. Got a little boy too, Bryson, on the 50, and he's really good too. He's just a little bro, so he kind of floats around, has a good time. He's goofy, but yeah, he'll be putting up a bunch of ones too here very soon. There'll be between the two of them together, there's going to be about 100 of those on that on the Prospect app here. Give it about 2 years, there'll be 100 number one plates.
I believe it. Hey, tell me about this FPV moment of the day. I think these guys have this built out. There it is. CamWorks FPV
Max Shane with the whole shot.
moment of the day here, 450B Moto number one. Man, we've had some parity, at least we thought. I mean, there's Max Shane. I thought he would get a race win before this thing was over.
I thought he was going to get this one. But Grayson Townsend made a good pass, and so did Holland Russell. That kid.
Holland Russell out
Yeah,
of
he
LA.
was ripping too. But Grayson was really good right there. But this wasn't the pass, so he ended up getting him a little bit later in the lap. Max defended this pretty well. But Grayson, this is the first time I've seen Grayson on the Honda in person. You know, I watched him last year a bunch when he was on Kawasaki Team Green. Made the move over to Honda. You never know how that's going to look, but today was my first time watching him in person, and it was very complete. I mean, I thought he looked awesome, and yeah, I'll just leave it at that. I never know if Star's listening right now, so I got to keep quiet. I mean, I swear, there's like radar. If I say anything about any rider, it's like
What?
they call them like they got special
Do you have his
technologies.
phone number?
There should be riders out here bribing you, dude.
Just to say their name?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna start talking bad about everybody just in case.
Or just
And then they'll pick up on that. They'll be like, oh, there it is. That's the one. But no.
Hey, did you guys notice the other track that we had going on? Well, there's a women 12 plus. We'll check in with this one. Sophia Phelps has been the woman to beat. There she is, dead center of your screen, coming right at you. But the 121, man, is that Destiny Burgess maybe?
127.
There you go, 127. These eyes, it's not working here. 56
These
looks
eyes.
like Seth Hamaker. These eyes.
Shout out to Seth Hamaker.
Seth Hamaker
Who
stepping
won
down.
today?
Won today and was battling with the ladies here as well. There you see him. Nope, that's Sophia. Nice whips there. Those 65s were jumping that as well.
I think the 50s were too. Was it Edwin Meyer jumping
Yes,
on a
he
50?
was. Frightening how that looks on a 50.
We were debating if
Wide
Chase could even win the 50 shaft class here, and Brent and I don't think so. We don't even think he could get top 5.
Nope.
Or Chase.
That'd be tough. I'll be honest with you, Chase.
I mean, hey, you and Chase are probably about the same bike skill level. Do you think? Where would you finish in the shaft class?
Who, me?
Yeah,
Chase will beat me. Everybody beats me.
I don't know. I think you and Chase would battle. dude.
blindly, everybody in this
It's
room
you,
beats
you,
me.
Weege, and Chase, dude.
Weege will beat me probably. And that's pathetic, but he probably will. And it was Destiny Burgess. She went 2-2, but there she is on the KTM. Phelps, just methodical. Hey, I'm glad they got a home, man. The WMX is still there, and we
Yeah.
did the race overseas like the
The one they just did
Yeah,
in Australia. That was pretty
we
sick
finished
too.
second. America did.
Yeah, that was awesome. And then their championship is back, which was cool because last year was the first year back, right? Was it
Yeah,
last
it's
year?
been
Yep. And I
kinda
know they're
spotty
getting
in-
I know they're getting ready for the second one. I think starts in like maybe a month or so.
Good for them. Yeah, we want them to have a home, man. Like, what's the point? if you can't
Absolutely.
continue?
Well,
Absolutely.
because there's so much talent in the women's class right now, and coming up in the younger girl classes.
Yamina, she's coming, boys.
but she's even younger. But there's this
Right.
girl, Hannah Jameson, who is like unbelievable on a super mini. And then Lala Turner, everyone knows who Lala is now. She's made her way to the big bike. So there's so much talent that they had to do that. They had to put together a championship for them because it's a stacked class and
It's a disservice not to take care of them.
100%. So
And one of the cool things, like we were talking about earlier, that Verb Prospect app. So these ladies can compare themselves against other females in the country, but also I saw a lot of them, like Sophia Phelps, racing up in some of the guys' classes or whatever, college class, and see where they rank amongst the typically male classes, right? So that's a cool thing about that app. See where they rank,
Yeah, I
where they
want to
fit
see
into the
where
country.
does Jason Wygant rank in that piece of crap? Where
Well,
does he rank?
it would be. I don't think they have that much database.
yeah,
on
they
the
don't
app.
have the
Yeah.
they don't have the data to go
I
far,
think
far
to
back.
get Ouija's result, you have to send that into a fax number, and then they would send you something
Right.
back.
And he doesn't know how to fax.
No,
he
he
doesn't
does
know
not
how to
know how to
do
do
anything.
that. No, he does not know how to do
I don't know
that.
how he makes it through life, man. It's every week he's like, how do you do this? The most normal, mundane things. Are you looking him up?
Is he on there?
He's raced something, right? A GNCC or something? Does that even count?
That's Sophia Phelps, guys.
okay.
So
Sorry.
Phelps, look at that.
Way more.
We'll pull
I
up
was like-
Weege after this.
Yeah, you're gonna see number 1 plates underneath there, so that's definitely not
Absolutely.
Weege.
Yeah,
and a lot
definitely.
of them. Yeah, yeah.
Good form, man. Just technically sound. Fox gear is on point. The mountains are beautiful. Thank you for painting those in there. That is AI as well in the background.
Fox Cowie too. Just
It's
it's automatic.
it's the Yankees, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Where's Wolf Sport in all this? Are they a big player in the amateur motocross? No.
Not in a while.
think
They've been out of it for a couple of years.
Yeah, I think Wolf Sport and Go the Rat out of Australia. I think both of them had some
That's
budget
good
cuts.
stuff,
Yeah,
man.
with
That's good
downturn
stuff.
in the economy, and they've been
I don't know
challenged.
how
to-
burgundy and gold and brown never like that colorway didn't stick.
Never
Yeah,
took.
I know.
Huh?
I know.
Never
It was
took.
really big with some Oldsmobiles back in the '70s, but I don't know. It just never made its way to success in the moto industry. So
Chase was just trying to find weed on the app, and guess what? Not ranked, or no, not even found. Not even found. Ooh.
What a loser.
yeah,
He never
there
turned
we
in his
go.
results. He
Yeah.
tried to mail it in.
Yeah, and he didn't do that because he'd have to spend 32 cents on a stamp. He ain't doing
it's
that.
like
Yeah.
it's not worth being on there.
No, he's not doing that.
Have to spend some of those pennies he's currently pinching.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to talk about Junior World Mini. Separate tracks, separate. It's on the property. You get
Yeah, I
to come
saw
in,
that.
get that same vibe, same feel. And I mean, Tony Alessi was there with his kids, with his girls, doing some racing.
No,
today.
he was not.
Promise you, he was.
Today,
Promise, you.
okay, was he responsible for all the kids jumping the start for the Easter egg hunt?
Bro. We got to get to that.
We'll get to that later. But
There was
I
some
started to
cheating,
jump the start on that like those
massive
cheating
cheating.
kids did. Yeah.
In that 6 or 5 and older
Yep.
Easter egg hunt, and that was BS. We walked
There
over there.
was
We were
7 and
about to
8-year-olds
announce it, and they
running
just
around
took off like the Oklahoma Land Rush. I'm like, all these other kids, these parents were upset about it, but the 5-year-olds paid attention. But anyway, back to the Junior World Mini. He was here. There it is.
Yeah.
And
This is what we've been wanting to see
look,
here. We've
Zach,
got
talk to him.
me, Tony Alessi, preparing. Not sure if that's Mavis Alessi. He's got his girls lined up on the gate. He is in full race mode right now. We're going to see if we can sneak in for a word really quick. Tony, I know you're in race mode, but we got to grab a word. We're here at the Junior World Mini. What's going on? We're on the gate. What was those words of encouragement we just saw?
Oh, we were telling Aria to go to the inside line for the first turn. Everybody's going to the outside. As you can see, it's been worked in pretty good, but I mean, you're leaving up a lot of track, right? Just go inside and get the whole shot.
All right, here we are, guys. The first turn of Junior World Mini. We just heard from Tony Alessi. He's got his girls on the line. Watch that far inside gate. We're going to find out if we have yet another Alessi whole shot artist. The gate's down. Look at the drive from Alessi. Feet off the pegs, just like Tony told her. Headed into the first turn. It's the number 6. And that will be the 72nd thousandth hole shot from the Alessi family.
That's perfect.
All right, on a more serious note here, Tony Alessi, this is not your first rodeo here at World Mini. Talk about
So that's
kind of
the
how
junior
you've
track
seen
this
this
way.
race change over the years and how cool it is to not only have World Mini here, vurbmoto guys involved, but now introducing the Junior World Mini as well. This thing is continuing to grow year after year.
So I've actually been around this thing for a long time. The founding father, Ron Hendrickson, was my friend. His son, Kurt Hendrickson, I used to race the World Mini against Curdy. Curdy went on to be a riding coach and coached Mike Alessi to probably at least, I'd say, over 50 World Mini championships. Which is amazing, right? So now we're here a whole generation later with my little kids that are 5, 6, 7, or 4, 5, 6, 7. And I think it's really cool that they have this Junior World Mini set up because not all the kids that are of that age that are 4, 5, 6 can ride that big track. That big track it's big, it's got a lot of ruts. You got to work yourself up to it. So the opportunity to come out and ride on a junior level track, maybe this year, and then the major level track the next year is a great idea.
Now, I was going to say, you're a guy that thinks ahead, right? You're already planning. So next year, we think we might make the switch over?
Yeah, I think that for sure Mavis will make the switch over. She's won all of her races here today. And I say that she's probably, by this time next year, will be ready for the bigger track.
Another dominant Alessi in the works. Can't wait to see it.
How about that?
So amazing. And I want to point out when you hear Tony talk about his daughters, their ages are 4, 5, 6, 7, that just tells you how many birth certificates he has and how many classes that are set up to race. Like that guy,
a 7, I
he's
need a
building
4 and a
champions.
6.
It's amazing. And her timing on the gate was impeccable. Like
Another
I think-
Alessi whole shot.
Exactly. I think Zach didn't hear it, but I think from my understanding, she was counting down the gate drop. She was like 1 Mike Alessi, 2 Mike Alessi, 3 Mike Alessi. She timed it perfect and just ripped another whole shot. So
There you go.
the
It's
Alessi
literally
family still strong here at World Mini.
15 bike lengths in front of second going into the first corner. It wasn't just a whole shot. It was pure domination.
She won every race, all the whole
Hey,
shots.
that's pretty cool though. I actually didn't even know that was going on. I saw that pulling in,
Yep.
but I didn't know it was for that.
So
Yeah.
if you go to an amateur national like Loretta's, it's very intimidating.
Yeah.
But you want to kind of see what it's all about. So at least you get your feel of it. You get to ride a little more stable racetrack, a little more easier, tame down
Yeah,
racetrack.
a top level event similar to the World Mini Grand Prix, but that Junior Grand Prix over there to give people a ride.
There's a rank too.
Yeah, look at there.
Chase was on Daniel.
Yeah,
Alessi.
that
We're going
wasn't,
to Aria.
There's Aria.
we go.
Yeah, that's who we just saw moments ago. Ranked number 20,000. That's way ahead of our friend Zach.
It's
who
way
did
ahead of
that interview.
anybody in Verb right now. Actually,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Wow, she got
Probably
6
anybody
seconds.
had this in this building.
Super cool, man. So yeah, that should grow, and that'll give you kind of a taste of what it's all about. She's kind of hanging out on the West Coast.
Yep.
There it is.
That's awesome. Yeah, and I think that's cool too that you can graduate up for the little P dubs too, because that big track is pretty gnarly. And I watched the P dub moto today, and they get around it fine,
Yeah.
but it is not easy, especially for the younger ones that are 4 or 5, and that's how it's trending right now. If you notice, it's getting younger and younger and younger with Stasics and Striders and the whole thing. I mean, as soon as they can walk, they're on these things. So now it's like, hey, let's get them to the races and get that feel. So again, I did not know that was happening. I saw the track, didn't know it was an actual event, and that is actually one of the better ideas at an amateur
It
national
ran
I've ever heard.
simultaneous.
It's crazy.
Didn't
It's awesome.
impede our
and then there's
progress.
Tony there, of course. Tony's there,
banging out hole shots.
just stacking plates, just getting started way earlier than the last time.
Absolutely.
You thought that particular track was just prepped and watered just for the Easter egg hunt, right?
I didn't even
Didn't
know
know
what
what
it
was
was
going
for.
on
I
over
just
there?
saw.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
thought they just had a track prep just for riding on them for fun. I didn't.
Hey,
know
let's
they were
watch
racing.
a promotional video for Alessio Chavez. There it is, 250C, man. This guy, come on, there he is. It's over. Hey, that was a good
Look at
race.
those numbers too.
That was a great race. The numbers. He's,
what do we think about the highlighter Hayden
I'm
Deegan numbers?
about it.
I think his numbers are sponsored by Mad Moose Media. I think is what it is. Yeah.
Takes 3 D batteries to run those things.
And you can't find them anywhere. You got to drive to like 3 different convenience stores.
I mean, Peyton Smith was good. He went 4-2, 3-3 scores for Colt Street. He's on that 15 Yamaha. But this guy right here, just a touch of Dago. Look at the little splash of yellow, man.
It looks good.
Yeah, I think he gets lick hit for the week, dude.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
good with that.
no accident
Yes.
on the look at all.
No.
Premeditated, looking good.
And that's Peyton Smith, or maybe that was Colt Street 15.
Yeah, it's Colt Street 15. Yep.
Dang.
Good form.
Good luck at the ranch, boys.
Yep.
There's somebody that's watching this that's going to just double down, dude. He's banging out 5,000 push-ups right now watching this.
Oh, yeah.
I see you. I see you, dog.
A little kid named Evan Blair back in South Carolina that may actually
Why
bring
not?
success, racing success to the name Blair.
As long as
family,
Jemina
which I hope
Burning's
so.
out there, we'll be good.
Oh gosh, don't bring her up. He'll quit again. Sorry, Evan. It's just
Yeah, we talked about this last night. He had a
Yeah.
little run-in with her, and she kind of handled business, and he quit.
If he ever makes it far and successful, it'll be a great story. But right now, it's not
Yeah.
a good story in the house.
He's got her photo in his locker, like, just doing jumping jacks and training to beat that
That's the
woman.
humble pie you already always have that ready to serve up to him. right?
Always,
Yep,
always,
yep.
always.
Yeah, man, trouble for the boys at Loretta Lynn's, man. We'll see how Alessio Chavez fares there, but I mean, he's really
He win all his
good.
motos.
Looks
He go
strong,
one
yeah.
Every
yeah,
moto,
one.
every single moto.
Well, and he's riding Schoolboy 2 also,
He
which is
finished fifth in that.
yeah, it's a BC class, which is good for him because think about it. If you're winning, that's great. I mean, you're winning.
You're not pushing,
But you really learn when you lose. So riding that other class gives him a chance to be pushed in a different way and lose and learn those feelings too. Because let's be honest, the ranch, you can be as good as you want going in, but it doesn't mean you're going to go and sweep it. You're going to probably lose some motos based on a bunch of different variables. So it's good to not just be out here dominating everything. It's good to ride the other class and get that feeling too. That way, when you do get to the ranch, you can kind of handle the adversity that does come and the bad scores because they come too.
yeah, and those 3 moto formats, man, anything can happen. You can go 1-1 and blow it.
Happens all the time. Then you get weird overalls, like someone goes 3, 5, 4, and they win it.
Max Tannenbaum did it, dude. He had like 18 points and won that 65 class back in the day.
Oh,
Look at that. Proper dismount
Colt
there.
Street with a subtle dismount there.
that's good. That was a slick move to get off the bike and get away from it.
There it is.
Oh, slow mo, just to
Give
so
me
we can
all
zoom
the
in on it. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. The bones right
That,
there on the
that
shroud.
dismount that Colt Street had. Wonder if he had already seen what Chance Hymas did today during
Yeah, that-
qualifying.
it looked
Maybe
like that.
maybe it was
Oh,
a similar dismount. Yeah.
He
so
eventually gets his spot back here in a second.
Okay.
Oh,
Crane caught all the C-Class crashes.
There's AC on his time
Yes.
off here racing with us. That was cool to have Adam
Yep,
Cincerello
yep.
here.
and Crane could not have caught that with those pit
Adam.
vipers.
Dang it. That kid in the background, not impressed.
Nope.
Didn't even flinch.
Didn't
that's
even
little
slide, didn't even
Tomac.
slide
That's
off his
little Tyler
golf
that
Hinton
was
right
little
there.
baby Tomac,
Yeah, that's
BT.
little Tomac.
Not even filming. He has no respect for the C class. That guy's just walking, gonna go dump his
Oh, man.
look at that
SD
leg
card
swag.
somewhere.
That's
Yes.
actually illegal in the C class. You're not.
can do
I was
that.
gonna say
you're
the
not
same
allowed.
thing. You can't be
You
doing
can't
that,
do
dude.
Yeah.
one-leggers
He
on
waited
the
till the
finish
last
line.
lap to
doing
do it,
that,
though.
dude.
Yeah.
Actually, the race had finished.
There
so
he was.
Yep.
He had
Can't
autograph
protest
stock
that.
too. I got his autograph. I felt the need,
Really?
man. He's
No
got
way.
some charisma, man.
The rule book
Did he
does
sign in
say
a highlighter?
He did. Yes. Absolutely.
That is so good.
All right, we got the Race Tech Battle of the Day, and we're going to watch the 54-6 Moto 2
Oh, Dylan
Limited.
Graham, Jake
but
Willis.
it's not. It is not the 54-6. It's Dylan Graham. Why not? Go ahead.
And Jake Willis kid was ripping today too.
Hey, he actually did the unthinkable. He beat Dylan Graham. There it is.
Oh,
Dang.
Someone's
I
been
didn't
watching
see that
Barsha.
pass.
Yeah.
that was a setup and execute perfect.
That is a 90-foot deep berm. And you, look at that. Dylan Graham was on fire trying to reel him in. But, dude, Jake Willis was not having it.
What you talking
Oh
about?
man! And then give him a little slow-mo action too.
Yes.
What a
There's
a
Dylan
move.
Graham. Man, he tried, dude. They matched the
Man,
last
those
time.
Verb guys, they get so artsy.
I know.
You know what I mean? That's so good.
Can you do
so
anything
good.
with us? Can you
No,
put
no,
a
they can't
filter
do
on
this.
me?
They can put that. No.
There it is.
Every time they've ever filmed
It
me
is
riding,
boring.
it does look like it's in slow motion. That's for sure.
So
they don't have to
looks
go
that way.
slow-mo. They
I'm
just
They don't
guessing
have to. They
That
just
was the
film it.
fly past of the day, wasn't it? Was it not? Wes?
Nope, that was the Race Tech Battle of the Day, Kevin.
Race Tech.
Well, it
Battle
says
of the Day.
54-6.
Yeah,
but-
then we got the 54-6 next.
Okay,
and then
let's
the
see
fly
it.
pass of the day.
Wait, that
but I
wasn't
mean, way
that.
to set the people up.
That wasn't the pass of the
God,
day.
how
That's a
how
pass
was
of
it?
the month.
Pass of the year. Those are the glasses of the day there, Crane.
No, I think the
Jeez.
the fly pass of the day coming here in a minute is pretty badass.
All right.
It
It's
really
better than that
is.
one, really?
54-6.
All right.
All right, let's see.
I mean, it's not in the 54-6. This is just the highlights of the 54-6.
oh, I thought the pass of the day was. I was like,
Bro, look at that kid.
I
what
mean,
was
honestly, it
better
could have
than
been.
Willis is on Graham. That was
Jackson
perfect.
Boyd, number 17. That's Ryder Corbin in front of him. Man, those kids are standing on the pegs looking factory there.
4 to 6 years old.
Mind
I mean, they
It's
barely know
unbelievable.
colors and shapes at 6.
No,
And they're turning them loose, jumping that finish line.
and the track is gnarly, dude. There's ruts, braking bumps all over, and they don't even care.
Oh, it looks like a war zone right there. There's the vurbmoto tents. No merch this year. That's kind of weird how that didn't work out. They could have made $20,000 selling T-shirts. That's
Yeah, the good thing is it would also cost us $20,000. So it's one of those things that we've
Yeah.
realized if it costs $20,000 and you make $20,000
That's
and
not a
it's
good
a
number.
hell of a lot of work for $0.
Yeah, that's
I
tough.
can
That's
go
a-
play golf and make more money. So
That's a push.
that's pretty
So
much
they just-
our
they
that's
just
our
cut their-
outlook on that one.
They just
that.
cut their losses and bought $5,000 worth of Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Little plastic Easter eggs and
And all
spread
this
them
new
everywhere.
podcast, all this new podcast
Yeah,
equipment too. We
yeah.
had to do that as well.
Heck yeah.
And hey, those
pizza.
big trophies aren't cheap either. And I
God
saw them in there
darn.
today.
Beautiful.
Oh
6
my
footers.
gosh, there's
Yeah.
so many of them in there.
They are literally 6 feet.
Yeah, we'll have some shots tomorrow of the Yamaha future champion from the 54-6 shaft class, and he was picking it up. It was awesome. So
So good.
we just didn't have time to program it in today, but it was great.
Had to get a forklift.
It's legitimately like a foot taller than he is.
No, it's like it's
Way
6 inches
taller.
shorter than me.
Yeah, 2 feet taller than he is.
I mean, it's Benny Bloss, basically.
All those numbers they just shared with us are based on math. So take it as you
a
want.
lot of you homeschoolers not figuring out what we're saying here. Tough break
That's
on
from
that.
off-track school if you don't know what that means.
These kids are hunting for something smooth, man. Like they're way on the
Yeah,
outside.
like an edge to edge.
Yes, I do not want to ride those. Deep,
Randy,
wet
where
ruts.
would you stack up in this class on your Elsinore?
I think that's exactly what I would do. I would just stack up. In some of these deep ruts, I would go over the bars, open face helmet, probably break my cigarette in half and call it a day.
Oh, you can't do that. There's
All
your
right,
leader.
let's
right
say
there.
you don't stack it up. Where do you finish?
13.
Let's see.
69?
Look, there's
How many were there?
Let's see. There's 16 of them. Yeah, I'm in the top 15, especially since Deegan Anthony DNS'd. Got him covered.
Don't let Randy fool you, man. I watched you at Day in the Dirt. You get around really good. on
He
those
still
bikes.
moves
He
pretty good.
shreds.
Get
He
around
still
all
moves good.
right.
He's fibbing.
I do think
Not
Ryder-
about the cigarette part.
They
though.
just
No,
don't
that
give.
is-
They just don't give out the title fastest man in Piedmont. You have to earn it. That's for sure. So, yeah, great kids here. This 51 4-6, and I just like seeing the racecraft, like we talked about earlier, the different line selection here, and how the riders not only have options, but they choose different lines and they search, they look for what works well for them. Obviously, these little 50cc bikes, if they can stay on some drier terrain, keep that as RPMs up.
Look at that.
Look at that.
There's
thing.
one of those
Look
trophies.
at that thing.
I'm just glad they make proportional helmets to their little heads. God, those helmets, those HJCs back in the 90s
Oh,
were
yeah, they were heavy.
enormous, man. Ezra Lusk's HJC was as wide as his shoulder, man. If you remember on the Cowie, that was not proportional.
Yeah, bigger than Millsaps with the donut on
With
it.
the
right?
donut,
Even
yeah.
bigger.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure. What do we got next, Wes? Tell me what's happening.
Now it's the fly pass of the day, boys.
All right.
Yeah, let's check it out.
All the people waiting in suspense.
It's called
All right?
timing.
You
It's called
ready?
timing, yeah.
All right, take it.
Yes. Let's get
Boom.
ready for the fly pass of the day.
Oh.
We're going to have the GoPro footy here.
Yep.
This is on Grayson.
On Grayson Townsend. Yep.
God, they go so fast.
Tell you what,
Wide
down that
open
hill.
down there.
Wide open down that. Sets you up. Look at those lines.
Where's
Look at those
the
lines.
cone? What's that cone?
Look at those options.
Oh,
He's been tripling out of here.
three.
Yep, triple to the inside. Look at that.
Get some, Trinity Bachelor.
Wow, that was
Just
a
like
good
that.
pass.
And that was just that. If it was
3-1
that
to
easy,
the inside.
everybody would be doing it, right?
Yeah.
Rob?
Yeah. Again, in
Rob-
case Star's listening, Grayson is not that good.
No.
No.
We're saving
He's
him.
not
He's
very
not.
good.
No. Do not even look at him.
Don't look at
Do
him.
not
That
look
was
at him.
just that we sped that up. The
Yeah,
footage
that was
not
fake.
accurate.
That we
That was AI.
Yep, and that wasn't even a real pass. That was joke.
No.
We made that. It was cartoon.
Did I pick the right one for battle of the day and pass of the day, or should I swap them around?
I got to be honest.
Both
with you,
were
man.
pretty good.
Both were
That
good.
was a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
pass. That was just a clean pass, but man, I just love it that he ran that dude so high. That was a good pass.
was.
That was the reckless pass of the day.
That was the authority pass
Pass
of the day.
The authority. All right, here's the moto of the day, brought to you by Moto Sport
Brody.
Super Mini. Yeah, see, Brody Moss has been just he's not been beaten. I don't believe.
I don't think so either. He's a good kid.
He changed it up too with that Liac kit there, gear, the Liac suit. Do they call them racing suits?
Like a wetsuit.
Could be. Could be. His outfit.
No.
His outfit.
His costume.
My wife, she'll be like, I don't like his outfit. I don't like when you say that. Hey, his outfit matches though, y'all.
What we got going on here? Is
Is
this a
that Logan
battle?
Connolly, maybe?
His outfit has more lines in some of those corners, and that's hard to
it's-
believe.
it's like
Look
a
at
little
that.
That was
zebra.
about the only time that the leader got passed. Almost got passed the
Right.
entire weekend. 7-10 right there.
You are correct. Brody Moss.
Brody Moss.
Sorry, Brody. I've been filming you all weekend.
Maybe our producer will pull up Brody Moss. Let's look at his stats after this because I'm
Wow.
actually curious.
Yeah, see
Should
where
be
he's
pretty
ranking in
solid. He's
with the Verb prospect.
he's one of the
app.
top super mini kids in the country right now.
Sorry, that was
Been out and
Trayson
about.
Payne, 33, and
Oh
the
yeah, Trayson
41
Payne.
is Jake Willis.
That's who.
But Willis had a good day, dude.
Well, yeah. I mean, he got on
he
here
got
with
that
the
pass.
yeah.
He did that pass to Dylan Graham.
battle of the day.
Hey, the ambulance kind of stayed put. You were talking about this place being a safe track, and I pay attention to that stuff too. Yeah, that thing really didn't move, and I don't want to jinx anything, but like it was just
That's a good thing. And it's not like the track is easy. It's not. It's very challenging. It's fast, but it's also slow in spot. I think the track's great. Again, I really like when there's diversity in the lines. That to me, that's the most important thing. And Moto 1, you could see it. They were going in and out there. Everyone was starting to just try to use the edges. And then all of a sudden it starts to dry up. And that's when everything's now settled. And they're all over the place, moving around. And you need that in a racetrack. So I thought it raced well.
yeah. And like when you try to put together an amateur race, like in terms of location, like there's tons of hotels, tons of like I cruise by Starbucks in the morning on the way in. There's
Yeah.
golf if you want to hang out and golf a little bit, whatever. Like
And
this
then
place
there's
is
Big Mike's Pizza that doesn't
it
answer
sucks.
the damn
Hey,
phone.
Big Mike, we're trying to hook you up, dude.
Yeah, I'm
there's
trying
like
to
11
order
people
pizza.
watching this. Papa John's though, they were on the scene. Boom.
Look at that. That technique. Yeah. Again, just scaled down like pro racers. So impressive.
That's where Jake Willis made that pass on Dylan Graham right there. Not today, though. Brody Moss. A Rolling Stone. God, there's no Brody Moss. That is for sure.
That's quite the nickname.
That's a long
That's
one.
a Nick paragraph. That's not even a nickname. That's a Nick paragraph you gave him. I don't even know what that is.
An old wise tale. There's that 41 again of Jake. What you talking about, Willis?
Just
Nobody gets that.
hunting for someone to block pass.
Kind of got a little windy there for a little while today, too.
Midday. On rails, those super minis, man. They power to weight ratio, they're unbelievable.
Mind blowing. Yep. It sounds so good. Those two strokes. So sweet sounding.
It's funny how the track just changes. Like this is the hot line the first 3 hours of the day, transitions to the middle, and then
Then they
we're-
get
then
then
we're
they go
all
back,
over the
then they go
place.
back to it though. It's funny. I noticed that today some of the outside lines were really fast early. Then everyone went away from it, started going back in, and then late in the day the outsides came back in.
White flag, one more to go, Randy. What are you thinking at that point if you were in 14th place?
Well, if I'm in 14th place, I'm just trying to get in that top 13, lucky number. Trying to just improve my positioning on the Verb
Every
Prospect
point?
app, right?
Yes.
Every point counts.
Yep.
Every moto finish counts. And let's look at Brody Moss here. See
All
where he's at.
time.
54 all-time rank. Look at that. Currently ranked 125 for 2025. 67 first place overall finishes. Stacking up some strong results this year and in years prior. 167 podium finishes. That's phenomenal.
I've never gotten a podium.
Really?
I got 4th at Whitesburg one time.
Did
4th
you?
place. It was a mud race, too.
Yeah.
4th place. That was it.
Yeah.
It's the best finish I ever had
And
in my
you-
life on a 125.
Really?
No beginner class back in 89.
It wasn't. I didn't know they made a KD 125. they never
No,
made
my
one.
dad finally said, I'm going to release you to the heterosexual world. And so
yeah.
you get to ride a KX now.
Man, I'm gonna tell you what.
I rode the KD first, and that's a gateway bike. That will lead you down. It'll lead you to Pensacola, Florida in a heartbeat.
Yeah, there we go. All right,
Give me all
what do
this
we
stuff
have
here,
right
this
here?
CamWorks stuff, man.
What is this?
That's the Michelin start of the day.
Oh,
Wow,
That was not, oh man, not a good start.
that
Had those
is a
grates
pile
cleaned up for
right
Greg
there.
Albertson. He was pumped on that.
Randy Richardson first turn pileup of the day.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
We got the Michelin start of the day next. I just figured we'd watch some
show this one.
CamWorks FPV
Oh,
footage
yeah.
from our guy Rannon.
Yep.
Rannon
You
is
said it
his
right,
name.
yes.
You said it right. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a
'Cause-
pammed pan situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not really sure what to call him.
Yeah, we talked about that last night. I appreciate you, Wes, taking time to make sure you knew how to pronounce someone's name, which is something Kevin
There
Kelly
it is.
does
There it
not
is.
do. Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
knew you were going to say that.
Does he call you Randy? Randy?
Yeah,
Randy
Randy,
Richardson.
Yeah,
Randy.
yeah. That is something that Kevine Kelly does not do when he's announcing races, right? Kevine Kelly. Heck of an announcer. Heck of an
Could
announcer.
be.
Yeah, huge shout out to the CamWorks boys, though. They came out from SoCal. They've been doing a lot of great storytelling, and it's so reminiscent of us 20 years ago. Ton of passion those guys have, and they dropped off all this FPV footage for us to use in the show. So
That's awesome.
huge shout out to them.
Super good, super good. I hope all 7 of them sleep well in that van tonight.
Man, they run- they
That's
got a
their
deep
van.
crew, dude.
Yeah, I think they set all the camera equipment outside and just sleep
There's
in
not
that
enough
van.
room.
Yep.
And yeah,
That's
so
rough.
what's cool is we gave them our moto list, and then they went and shot all the motos that we weren't. So we were trying to hook up
Really?
everybody that wasn't in our show, right?
That's so
really
good.
cool.
Nice.
And another thing you guys do at Verb, if I'm correct, you still offer up the content, a lot of the images on your website,
all
right? So you
free,
can go
yeah.
to the event, it's all free. Download that. Make sure you tag Verb Moto and everyone in Verb Shred Tour. Tag them when you share the amazing content that they make available for you at each event. So good.
What are you saying, producer?
Yeah, what was that sign
Hold
language?
on.
Chase wants us to. I love this. I'm gonna kick Chase out. Let's keep going. Let's watch
Yeah.
the Michelin start of the day.
There we go.
Here we go.
I hope it's
Oh,
a good one.
trend back.
Hey, we filmed all day. My neck is so red and it is so on fire right now. So we are gonna watch all the damn footage we shot.
You should.
Dang, he
Absolutely.
shot out
Yes,
there
we
like
are.
This is Trent
Cannon.
Bachelor,
Did
Open
you see him
BC.
check to his left? Like, oh, I
Yeah.
got this. A quick little look to the left, and he was feeling it.
Oh, you almost went off.
Man. Those
Still
first few
controlled
turns,
it.
now
Yep.
you got it. No, he looks
No.
back.
Look back. Oh, wow.
The look back of the day. The double. I'd roll all those, double. Roll that one.
Roll that rat.
I'm getting landed on because I'm just holding everybody up.
Well, you'd be in the back, so you
Yeah,
wouldn't be
say-
holding
Yeah,
anybody
I've gotten a
up.
good start once or twice, and it's frightening. I do not want to do that.
Really?
It's terrible. Hillbilly Hills, I would stand the gate up every time just to not get a good start. Looking over again. That's why my dad gave me a KD.
Reminded you of
by
like
the
the
way.
playground in middle school. You're just going to get jumped on for no reason. Is that what it was?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. Heck yeah. Yeah, I appreciate all that amazing content you guys have captured and such good stuff here.
A lot of
Such
good,
stuff.
great
Yep.
stuff of you, right? You found it all, right?
Oh no, not me. It's everyone here at this event. No, absolutely.
All the
But-
people that matter.
Yeah, all the people that matter. You mentioned that neck being red of yours. Maybe you should move to South Carolina instead of Chase soon. So
Well,
Yeah.
I am from
join us,
Georgia,
all
so
those Southerners there. Yeah, you're
it's,
Georgia
it's
boy.
natively
right?
red.
Natively red. I hear you, buddy.
So I've lost it a little bit living in Boise now, but yeah, being out here at Mesquite the past few days, it came back.
And this segment brought to you by Pit Viper. Again, go back one more time. They make
Yeah.
these readers that I'm wearing as well. Hey-o.
Look at that right there.
That is a strong look, dude. So strong. All right, you want to wrap this up?
Yeah, we'll watch. You guys wrap it up. Let's watch more CamWorks footage and roll it out, baby.
Absolutely. Oh,
Hey, one question I have, Daniel. Let's talk about the app for a second. How would you use this in your practical day-to-day from a club?
First
Or
off,
even
it'd be,
scouting.
Well, first off, scouting for one, especially the Loretta season, because you're kind of trying to figure out where everyone's been going, what they're doing, and kind of get a gauge on what the competition's like. But also just for scheduling purposes, because you have all the races up there, so you can kind of find out what's going on and where. Because as we've talked about now multiple times, you got to be racing. You need to be racing all the time, and sometimes it gets a little confusing on Instagram to know what's running, where it's running. I'll be honest with you, not every one of these racetracks has their website updated, and it's kind of a mess online. Some are on Facebook, some are on Instagram. But as far as race schedules, that's one of the main ways I would use it and do, because my son's now racing. And then, of course, just tracking your competition and seeing who's doing what at what Loretta qualifier, which regional, as we get into the regional season. So it's just all in one place, and that's good. The sport needs that, because it is a mess online on the social medias. You never know what's going on, and some places are good. Some tracks are really good about it, but not all of them are, and this is a way to handle that.
I mean, what if you're like traveling cross country and you're like, man, I wonder if I'm near a track. And I saw this. I'm like, and it shows you when you just look at tracks, it pulls up a map and it shows every track says you are 200 miles from Glen Helen. You're 140 miles from this track. It's pretty cool.
And then it gives the tracks the opportunity to, list their schedule, so you know when someone practicing, when their next race is.
Well, that's upcoming
and that's
features.
Upcoming features. And again, this app, as it rolls out, is just going to get better and better.
If you like a track, meaning you heart the track, now if you want to know, they'll just send out updates. They're like, hey, man, we're practicing this weekend, or hey, we moved the schedule back 2 hours, and you'll get those automatic bursts of information. And there's things coming, like I heard you guys kind of overheard you guys talking about, like, what it could do for like Michelin or Dunlop, and it shows how many times you've ridden. Dunlop knows how many times you rode. You know how many times they rode. Then it goes, hey man, you got 8 hours on that tire. We got a deal for you on a tire right now. So the OEMs, like your car says, your oil life is 10%. This thing can tell you the
That's
oil
awesome.
brake life and clutch life and all this other stuff. It's nuts.
Like Daniel said, you can go back to looking at where the races are, where your competition typically races. So if you got someone, you need to see how you stack up against them.
find them.
You can see where they've been racing.
Find out where Chavez is and
Go there.
go somewhere
Chavez,
else.
exactly right.
There you go, man. The VPP, we're going to call this one done. You down with VPP?
I'm down with VPP. You know me.
I knew you would be, man. Well, play that theme music, buddy. Wrap it up.
All right, we'll play the intro again. See you tomorrow.
Later.
Good night.